let me think back about that. Well, that trip back to Damascus, I was on my horse like any other trip, and then lightning struck, and out of nowhere, I fell off my horse, and I got this vision, this dream of Jesus, and he was asking me why I persecuted him. And I just sat there, and I thought about it, and when I woke up, when I got out of the little slump, I was blinded.
So what was it like being blind?
Wow, it was tough. To add to being blind, for 3 days I didn't eat either. So I had to be dragged around. It was hard. I had to take orders from people that I didn't even know, and I was just listening to voices, and it's just hard not seeing where you're going.
But why would you persecute Jesus?
Well,
The Son of God.
I know. I don't know what I was thinking. At the time, I was foolish, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what to believe in, and I guess I fell into my orders, and I knew that as king, I had to do something about the person that everybody was complaining about. So first thing that came to my head was to persecute him, and honestly, I would take it back if I could.
You know, a lot of the disciples think you're fake because you became an apostle disciple after he died, not during his life.
Well, honestly, when I first became an apostle, it was hard because they didn't really accept me, knowing that I persecuted the Son of God, Jesus. So I kind of had to prove myself to them by spreading the word of Jesus Christ and showing them that I really did change my life around.
Do you still like to be called Saul, or do you prefer Paul?
Honestly, I haven't been called Saul since before I changed my name to Paul.
Your whole lifetime. The
Well,
whole thing.
that's an easy one, Wendy. My biggest regret would be persecuting the Son of God. Of course, I would. Like I said earlier, I would take that back if I
Take a
could.
break from questioning Paul, and I'm going to refill my tea.
All right, Paul, I got a couple questions for you. Let's just get off right from the top. Right question for you, Paul. What were the main reasons why you decided to change from, a persecutor of Christians to a Christian?
Well, that's a good question there, Phil. One of the main reasons, well, when I was blind, I saw something. I saw Jesus, and I saw the person that I persecuted. And you know how hard that was? And at that point in life, when I became blind and Jesus came to talk to me, I knew that it was more than life than just ruling and being king. It was something to believe in after you die. And I think that was one of the main reasons why I began to become a Christian myself.
So, after going through all of this, after, transforming into a Christian, being blind, and not being able to eat for 3 days, how did this contribute to you being a saint? Do you think this was enough? Do you think this, built up your life?
Well, honestly, Phil, I didn't do just that. After I was blind, after those 3 days, I began to spread the word of Jesus Christ. And I began to teach it to others who didn't know about it. And I began to convert people into Christianity. So yes, I do think I have the right.
Okay, that's enough with Phil and Paul. We're going to go to the audience.
Phil?
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Jeff Ackerson. I have a question for Paul. I have a question. Why did you feel like you had to persecute Christians?
I felt the need to persecute the Jews because back when I was in power, I felt that the Christians, they were disobeying the orders and the laws that we had in our city. So I felt like they weren't following the law, and as my job, it was to persecute everyone who didn't follow the law. So at that time, being stubborn and what's the word for it? I guess you could say stupid. I took action without thinking, and I began to kill all these innocent.
Okay, everybody for being a great audience. Everybody's going home with holy flowers.
Wow.
Take some.
I want some.
Take some. Take to that.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
And I'm Paul.
And he's Phil.
I'm done.
And I'm Lindsay.
Bye.